Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It's something that I do because I want to be a better principled person. I just so happens I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. Just turn your life over to God. You might have things that you deal with for your whole life, but if you're going to struggle with it on God's team. He can help you get through it. He can help you get through it. We never get away from our consequences, good or bad. So don't think just because you're on God's team that you won't have things that you deal with, but he helps you to get through it. For those of you who are just tuning in, I read out 3 major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and a Buddhist text. And it's an introductory Buddhist text that I'm dealing with right now. It's called The Shape of Suffering. Anyway, I try to rotate each of the texts at least twice a week, sometimes more or less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. But right now, we're back in the Bible. Just for that rotation. We're moving along. I'm reading every text, every chapter, word for word. Okay, we're in the New Testament. So we're still in Matthew, but we're moving along. We're in chapter 23. I'm not going to, it goes from verse 1 to 39, but I don't know if I'm going to make it that far. We'll see. Then spake Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sat in Moses' seat. Moses of the Old Testament, okay? In Hebrews. All therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe, that you observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. Okay, so I'm in the New Testament reading right now, okay? But they're talking about a character from the Old Testament in the Bible, okay? The Hebrews. That's 2 religions we're talking about right here. For everybody out there that's not familiar with where we're at and what's going on, okay? I don't know that much, but I'm just trying to explain to you what I do know. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. But all their works they do for to be seen of men. They make broad their, hang on a second, phylacteries, and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms at feasts, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. Don't anybody come at me, because I'm not changing any other words. I'm not. Because the Hebrews and the Christians share the same text in some of it. So I don't want nobody coming at me, okay? Because that's a problem now, so don't. Because I'm going to read it like it says. That's the whole point. I want to know what's in here. And I'm recording every step of it as I go. Be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ. And all ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Everybody needs to hear that. All you people puffed up out there with your arrogance because you think you have this or that. I'm not saying having stuff is bad. It's how you act with it. Because I'm going to have it. But it's how I act with it. I'm going to leave it right there.